Look, first the owner says it could get messy. Jeter might be looking for $20 million. Now lately they're saying the Yankees might give him 3 years between 45 and 60. $45 and $60 million, between 15 to 20 million a year. Okay. Then I hear all these guys, these just boneheads on the radio, and here I am with a radio show, I guess, but so you can call me a bonehead too. But I hear these guys on the radio saying, well, you're never going to win a World Series with a 37-year-old shortstop. It's never been done. Look it up. No 37-year-old has ever done it. He's declining. He hit 270. 270. He doesn't deserve $15 million, $20 million, 270. Okay? All right. You know where I'm going to come down on this, okay? Where are you coming down on this?
I want to hear what you say first.
All right. Look, if Jeter wants 3 years for $60 million, if he wants 4 years for $80 million, I say give it to him. I'm not going to argue with him. I'm not going to try to cheat him out of any money. Give him everything he's got coming to him. He's worth it. Because I'm going to tell you what, Derek Jeter is going to bounce back. Derek Jeter can play for 5 more years as far as I'm concerned. If he gets 3 years from the Yankees, do not be surprised if this is not his last contract. Do not be surprised if there's another contract after these 3 years, and it may be somewhere else, okay, if not here. Jeter needs a challenge. That is obvious. And let me tell you something. If I'm Derek Jeter or I'm advising Derek Jeter, I would not be. Now, Jeter's not going to do this because we all know Jeter's mentality. Jeter wants to be a career Yankee. Jeter wants his legacy to be a one-team player, New York Yankees. This is the only team he ever wanted to play for, and the Yankees are playing that against Derek Jeter, okay? But deep inside, Jeter, I think it was a slap in the face that they hired Girardi for 3 more years. Jeter, in my opinion, I don't have any inside knowledge, but I'm just telling you, if the way I was reading it out there on the field, Jeter has a mind of his own. He did not like the way Girardi managed this team. He did not like the moves that Girardi made in the playoffs. He did not like Girardi. This is my opinion. He did not like Girardi sitting Posada all the time. He did not like the way that he did not go to Mo in the playoffs when he should have went to Mo. Jeter has a mind of his own. All these guys do, and they see the moves that Girardi's making, and they're shaking their heads. Now they go out there and give Girardi 3 more years. If I'm Jeter, I'm saying, you know what? Do I really want to play for this guy? Do I really? Okay? But because he wants to be a career Yankee, he's going to stay, and he's going to gut it out under Girardi. What a good manager should do with a guy like Derek Jeter, what a guy like Phil Jackson would do or a Pat Riley would do, is you put challenges to these guys. Just because you're a Hall of Famer or a superstar does not mean that you don't need a challenge as an athlete. He needs challenges. If I'm his manager, I'm saying, listen, Derek, everybody thinks you're done. They think you're washed up. They think you can't cover the ground. They think you can't hit 300. You can't get 200 hits anymore, okay? Here's the goal, okay? This year, you're going to hit 350. You're going to get 230 hits this year, okay? And you're going to get 20 or 30 stolen bases. We're going to show the world that you're not done. I don't want to hear this crap that a 37 or 38-year-old guy can't do it anymore. This is 2010. We have advanced training methods and everything else. The athletes are more fit today than they've ever been. Jeter can come in 10 pounds lighter. He needs to be challenged. Jeter's problem this year was not his age. Jeter's problem this year was his swing got too big. Okay, he had his share of Jeterian singles to right field where he stayed inside the ball. But Jeter, in trying to keep those pitchers honest so that they come in with the fastball, he was trying to turn on those balls and drive them into the seats. Forget the home runs, Derek. His swing got too big. You're a leadoff hitter or you're a number 2 hitter in the lineup. Make contact, put the ball in play, and get your base hits. Get your head straight. He didn't have that kind of challenge this year. You have to challenge these guys. Do you want to make the All-Star team? Do you want to make the World Series? Do you want to go down in history as one of the greats of all time? Well, come out now and do something that no one has ever done. That's the kind of challenge that needs to be put in front of him. Shut everybody up once and for all. Jeter can do it. He's a physically fit athlete. Frank, you're too young to understand what 37 years old feels like. And I'm trying to tell you right now,
that's good.
It's not what you think it is, okay? You can be really athletic and productive at 37 years old. You're not an old man. I know to you, 37 seems like a grandpa, okay? It's not. You're going to be there too, and you're going to remember. You're going to say, shit, I remember Larry Megan told me that, you know what, I can still be a physically fit and productive guy at 37.
I know he can.
Well, so can Jeter. He's a professional. He's a multimillionaire. He can get nutritionists and psychologists and trainers. Jeter knows how to do it himself. He needs to be challenged. He can do it. And Jeter's the kind of guy that will challenge it, and he'll challenge himself because he's not going to have the coaching on the Yankees to do it.
Jeter was injured this year.
There's another thing. Jeter plays through injuries. I'm giving him, if he wants $25 million a year, I'm giving it to him.
Exactly.
When the Steinbrenners bought that franchise, they bought it for $10 million.
Yes,
okay?
but
the franchise is now the biggest, the most valuable franchise in all of sports, over $1 billion. Derek Jeter is the poster boy. He's the poster boy for the New York Yankees franchise. Give him his. You don't have a lot of Jeters. Jeter's not only the poster boy for the Yankees, Jeter is the poster boy for New York, the city.
I'll talk about that. I'll respond right after we take this call. You have a call over here. You want to take it?
Caller, you're on the line. Come on already.
Hey, Larry, it's me again.
Oh, it's King again.
Oh, no. Come on. You're going to kill me on Jeter, too?
What do you mean, oh, no? Whoa. You don't even know what I'm going to say yet, lad.
All right, go ahead.
All right. First of all, I agree with you that 37 is not a grandpa, all right? I'm 45, all right, my friend? I still am physically competent. But let's face facts. The high demand professional sports gives you, all right? Youngsters, let me tell you something. I do physical work, lad, all right? I still do good at it, all right? My job, I have to do physical things. You can laugh at me if you want. That's fine.
King,
all right, I'm a joke here, whatever.
Bring it.
But let me tell you something. Guys half my age do move faster and are stronger than me at what I do. It's a fact of life. 37 is not a grandpa. But let's get one thing straight, lad. The Boston Celtics made the same mistake as far as quote-unquote honoring icons like Bird, McHale, and Parrish, keeping them on past their prime.
Yep.
Okay? Nobody's taking anything away from Derek Jeter, but you want to also, or Jorge Posada, but what do you do? What do you do? Let these guys play into their 50s because they're Yankees?
Exactly.
I mean, let them go out with some dignity and some class, lad. It's a reality. It's a fact of life. The body physically breaks down. Is 37 a grandpa? No. But a 27-year-old is going to move around a lot faster than his 37-year-old, lad.
All right, so you can have a team full of babies, King. Listen, you know what? I'm not suggesting that the Yankees should have 9, 40-year-old players on the field, okay? But Derek Jeter is the captain of this team. Derek Jeter is the leader on this team. And by the way, George Steinbrenner passed away this year, okay? It's only a matter of a few more years before there will be almost no more ties to Steinbrenner. I understand his sons own the team now, but Derek Jeter was a personal friend with Steinbrenner. You can say, come on, he was an employee. George Steinbrenner never treated Derek Jeter like an employee. Yes, he was an asset. To the players are assets more than their employees.
You're still being sanctimonious, Larry.
No, I'm not.
Fair enough, lad. Fair enough. Nobody's saying get rid of the guy and tell him to hit the bricks. But if his role has to diminish on the field, then that's what it has to do. You don't want to embarrass the guy.
Yep.
Jeter's not. No one's embarrassing Jeter. Okay. If you think Derek Jeter is going to embarrass himself, obviously you haven't been paying attention to the type of pride that Derek Jeter plays the game with, okay? Jeter plays the game the right way. He's never going to embarrass himself. Never, okay? 270 was not an embarrassment. It was just an off year. And as Frankie pointed out, he played hurt. But you talk about sanctimonious, Frank, because I mentioned Steinbrenner. There's a lot more to that than you realize. All these guys that played under Steinbrenner, like Reggie Jackson and all the guys, that Dave Winfield, that knew him, that knew Steinbrenner, knew that he was a win or else at all cost, winning was the only thing to Steinbrenner. That's all that mattered. Okay?
But Steinbrenner knew when to move on, and even though
I understand, but Derek Jeter brings Steinbrenner to that team in the locker room and on the field because that was his friend. I'm telling you, Okay, if Jeter goes, Steinbrenner is just a fading memory. I keep Jeter as long as I possibly can. He's not going to embarrass himself. And at this point next year, when the season is over, if Derek Jeter has a 250 year or another 270 year, and he goes in the tank, okay, fine. Then you will be right and I will be wrong.
Listen,
okay?
first of all, you haven't
we're going to see if he can bounce back.
You haven't even let me say anything yet, so I don't even know what I'm right or wrong about yet.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear it, Frankie.
Okay.